Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. In this episode, we're gonna try to do a combo of extrusion operations inside Sverchok. So it's like the whole thing should be procedural. So at some point in time, you probably will face a task where you have to do a lot of extrusions. Maybe you're making like a window kind of design, or I don't know, something, but you definitely will get that kind of task. So you have a plane, for example, and you have to do like some kind of extrusion like this, and you have to do it again, extrude it in, and then maybe you need to extrude it up, or and do another extrusion, and then extrude down, and things like that. That's not very straight, but you might want to do this like a couple of times and for many phases. Maybe you've done this um, into into a couple of polygon phase, and you realize you forgot to do it for a couple of polygon phase, and then you have to do it again and again. So this task should be made easy if we are using like a procedural workflow. Sometimes you can script this as well, but I'll show you. So let's start with a plain MK2. So I'll save this as extrusion combo, and let's get started. Let's see what we have. By default, we have a single plane. We're gonna keep it a single plane for now, but you will see that it's gonna work. Like it's gonna propagate. If we generate more faces, it's gonna extrude as well. So extrude, we're gonna use the extrude separate faces for now. So that's the node, and it's rather simple and easy to understand. You basically just plug anything with a polygon face, and it's gonna do the extrusion for every single face. And I'll show you real quick. So that's the first extrusion, and you can kind of scale it. But like I said, when you're doing extrusion, you see, originally you have a plane, which is this red color thing, and then you extrude it up, and you will end up with this new surface. But you will see that along the way, you also made this extruded polys and other polys. We are actually more interested with extruded polys and other polys in this case, so we don't need this. So this is the original. The red color is the original, and I'll hide it. And let's have a look at the extruded poly. Extruded poly is this guy. I'll give it a color orange. And the next, we want to look at other poly. The other poly, I'll give it a color green. Okay, now if you want to do another extrusion, let me have a think. I think the first one, actually, we don't need height. The first one, we want some kind of flat extrusion in. Scale, just scale in. For the next one, we need the orange one. This orange surface will be extruded up. So we need another extrude separate. And then for the orange surface, which is this guy, we want to extrude it up. And there you go. I'll give it a different color. This time it's like a blue. Extrude it up on scale 1. At this stage, we actually don't need the orange color. We can hide it. But we need the other poly, which is this guy. Give it another color. So So let's do the next one. We want to work on this guy. I'll actually give it this color, the teal color. So we want to work on the teal. So for this guy, we can do another extrusion. Because we extrude the teal color, we can hide it. And we just worry about the extruded poly and other poly. Let's duplicate this guy and have a look here. With the extruded poly, we probably want to kind of scale it down. Probably something like this. Okay, and maybe you want to kind of extrude it in again and then down. At any time we can control this extrusion, the height and the scale, like that. So let's continue with our teal surface here. Perhaps at this point we don't actually need to, we just extrude it in now with the teal face. So we can hide this, and we know that we're gonna extrude down over here, and that's gonna be the final one. So maybe we can just use the whole surface. That's the extruded part, and then also the other part, like so. And we can control how deep this guy is and the scaling as well. Okay, so we have the whole surface like that. So that's the whole procedure. You can leave it with a hole if you like, something like this. Maybe that's what we need. So if we want to bake it, we just bake the one that's actually visible. So I'll hide the one that's not visible. So if you want to bake it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we should get our surface. But remember that all of these are separated. That's kind of useful if you want to give it different material. But anyway, you can join them, Control J, and then also don't forget to remove doubles. Remove doubles, and once you've done that, it's a complete surface and you can smooth it. And that shit looks like a clean surface, like a proper, like a combo of extrusion. Of course you can do more, and depending on what you're doing. So this is more like a tentacles kind of part. So like I said, at any time you can increase the number of face, like so. You can maybe create some kind of building frame, windows of building, and you can, I don't know, in this case if you want to play around, you can randomize the height of this window. How many do we have? 60. Random number generator, and we can simply say 60 and randomize this value, plug into the height, so we have different height. So that's the power of procedural workflow. Of course, in this case, even though the actual extrusion itself, this piggyback of the process kind of slightly tedious, but in the long run, this depending on what you're doing, this can be really beneficial, because at any time, like I said, you can go inside and make adjustment into anything. All of this is all adjustable. And if you want to bake it, you can actually join all of this. if I'm not wrong, you just need to use list join. So for all these vertices, you just plug this guy in like that. Just join all of them, and then it become a single mesh. For this one, I'm just gonna bake it manually. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have this result, and select them properly. Control J, edit mode, remove doubles, and subdivide. Smooth. So we have like a pipe, some kind of like a, I don't know, it can be anything, maybe like a part of a instruments, or looks kind of alien. You can even randomize the scale. Yeah, but that's basically the whole live noding for this one. It's rather simple, but it might take time for you to understand the process. But I recommend you to give this a try to get the idea. It's kind of fun to have this combo. At some point, maybe if you make like if this is become like a single procedure, you can turn this into a monad, and should be cleaner. Currently, we are really like using every polygon face and extrude it. Whenever there's like a polygon face, extrude it. But next time I'll show you how we can do the list masking. That's kind of different, like more procedural. So yeah, so there you go. That's the live noding for this one. If you have any question, feedback, just let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.